This week's portion is Naso, the second portion in the book of Numbers, and it's the longest in the entire Torah. Among the subjects discussed are two that really reflect two extremes of human emotion. We have the ceremony that a woman has to undergo if her husband even suspects her of adultery. If a man succumbing to his most basic animal instinct of jealousy, if he succumbs to that, he is permitted to force his wife to go to the Mishkan, the portable sanctuary, later to the temple in Jerusalem, and to undergo this very demeaning ceremony, which will prove whether she has been unfaithful or not. Immediately after that section, we have one which reflects the opposite extreme. Someone, a man or a woman, who wants to undertake extra spirituality in their lives is permitted to become a Nazirite, to take a vow in which they would refrain from grape products, from contact with the dead, and to refrain from cutting their hair. All of those that are elements that would set the person apart from everyone else in the community, and to do so in an effort to feel extra spirituality. So how do we understand these two opposite and opposing ceremonies? How do we understand the idea that the Torah can reflect a ceremony for our animal instinct of jealousy and have a ceremony to reflect our instinct for extra spirituality? I think one lesson we can take away from this is that the Torah reflects human condition. The Torah reflects who we are as human beings. Sometimes we are just like the animals. Sometimes we can rise above. And in either case, we have to understand that ultimately it is all about trying to become as perfect as possible in our relationship with God. Even when in our most human of relationships with our spouse, there is a ceremony that can resolve issues in marriage, and when we want to become spiritual, there are ways around that as well. So with both, the portion Naso teaches that ultimately it's all about finding the perfect way to relate to God. Shabbat Shalom.